Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution. In our last episode, we defeated this really annoying boss over at the Picus News building and met up with Elizaka-san, where we learned a whole bunch of stuff that's been going down, and I think she was trying to help us with what we're trying to figure out in terms of finding Megan Reed and getting to the bottom of the attack on Seraph. But we returned back to Detroit, went back to our apartment. Things are getting crazy outside in Detroit, and that's one of the things we're going to have to, I guess, fix. And poor Wayne Haas, attacked us because, well, apparently it was our fault that he lost his job, and I felt extremely guilty. And that was pretty much it. So let's go ahead outside and see what we can see what other messes we can get ourselves into, shall we? Alright. I need to remind myself specifically Dr. Isaiah Sandoval helped Megan's kidnappers escape. Sandoval's boss. That's right, Sandoval being that guy. He was that doctor that was with, oh gosh, Taggart. He was with Taggart. We met him there, near David Seraph's office. Sandoval's boss, Bill Taggart, is giving a speech at the Detroit Convention Center right now. If Sandoval isn't with him, chances are he'll know where I can find him. Alright, so we gotta go to Taggart over at the convention center. Is there anything of interest in this location? Oh, I have to go all the way. Yeah, I have to go all the way to the convention center. Alright. How is my inventory going? Got a lot of shotgun cartridges. That's good. And I could use more I could use more energy. There we go. And how am I doing with augmentations? Just to remind myself. I've got 0 praxis points. Okay. Come on, Jensen. We've got a ways to go. Jeez. Wow. Taggart. I mean, not Taggart. What am I saying? Detroit's? Sheesh. How did that happen? Did that car, like, fly up into that window somehow and cause the... I don't even know how that happened.
Get back here.
Hey, what's going on?
Easy, man. Easy. I saw you throw that firebomb, you little shit. Wasn't me, man.
Whoa.
You stay right there until the wagon gets here.
Is there a problem here, officer?
Sir, back away. This does not concern you. Son of a bitch could have killed someone with that firebomb. Son of a bitch could have killed someone with that firebomb.
Alright, well that explains where all the... that explains how that windowsill got caught on fire.
Welcome to the Detroit.
Sheesh. It's like a war zone over here. What's going on over here?
I'd be careful if I were you. I've heard the protesters are totally out of control.
The whole city's going up in flames. I knew this augmentation stuff was no good. The cops are beating the hell out of anyone who fits a certain profile, if you know what I mean.
Really?
The streets are under control. There's still some cleanup to do at Seraph Plaza.
Man.
They think Seraph is breeding super soldiers or something.
The cops are beating the hell out of anyone who fits a certain profile.
They think
if
Seraph
you know
is
what I
breeding
mean.
super soldiers.
You're Seraph Security, right? Well, there's no way you're going in the front of that building.
Oh, we'll see about that. I might have to use... Something tells me I'm gonna have to sneak my way into the convention center somehow. Alright, well I'm gonna try going this way. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, gosh. Alright, not that way. Do I have to use the sewers? I might have to use the sewers. Oh no, I can go through Central Station. Alright.
Sorry sorry, but we've diverted all the trams. There are no more coming to this station.
But how am I supposed to get home?
The best thing to do is get outside the downtown area and catch a tram there.
But it's dangerous out there. The rioters are breaking windows and looting.
Can you at least tell us what lines are operating so we know what station to go to?
I'll try to find out for you.
Sheesh.
Unless this is an emergency, I suggest you keep moving. Go home, sir. You can't help here.
Actually,
Go home, sir. You can't help
I
here.
think I can, actually.
God, they should call in the National Guard or something. This is a state of emergency.
I don't know how it happened. One second it was a peaceful demonstration near the limb clinic. The next, people are running towards Sarif Plaza grabbing anything they could. This is another black eye for our city. This is another black eye for our
Downtown is a
city.
war zone. The cops are doing what they can, but the precinct station is closed.
I'd be careful if I were you. I've heard the protesters are totally out of control. They think Seraph is breeding super soldiers or something.
I blame this all on that bastard Taggart. Who the hell plans a firebrand speech like that in this city when we all know it's ready to blow? If I didn't know any better, I'd swear this is what he had planned.
I still am not convinced that Taggart is a bad guy.
I heard the police are beating up protesters outside the convention center. It's no fair. People are just exercising their
Tripped me
right
from behind and stripped me of my purse.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, but they refused to stick around to wait for you guys. They were scared for their safety. Maybe if you had come sooner.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but most of the squad has been assigned to subdue the rioters.
It seems like all I'm hearing from police these days are sorries.
Do you have anything else to report, ma'am?
No, thank you, I'm fine. I'm gonna wait for my sister to come pick me up. Meanwhile, I'll lament about the end of the civilized world as we know it.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, there's only so much that the police force can do. I mean, they're only human too. I don't know. It's crazy outside, but it's like ridiculously crazy outside. I mean, the police, I'd like to think, are doing the best they can.
I blame Bill Taggart and his crew, stirring up all sorts of emotions. It's a shame.
I mean, I'd like to think that the Detroit police is a little bit, you know, a little bit better than the Bell Tower police force.
What is it, sir? There's a riot raging and I'm in the middle of taking this lady's statement. Unless there's an emergency, I suggest you move.
Alright, we're gonna keep moving, folks. Yeah, we're getting closer. You can kind of hear the rioters, I think, outside. Whoa.
I thought the police overreacted.
Yeah. As soon as that one guy threw the rock, the cops broke their perimeter and charged in.
Why didn't they just send a couple of guys to find the culprit instead of plowing through the crowd? That's what I was thinking. It just made the situation worse. Pretty crazy times, huh?
You're telling me.
Hopefully the worst is over.
I don't know about that.
I don't pay much attention to this.
This isn't happening.
It's just a bunch of goons looking for a reason to smash things and loot businesses.
There's a riot going on not far from here in front of Sarif Plaza. I'm staying put until it calms down.
Did you manage to see anything? Is this gonna end? Did you manage to see anything?
I thought the police would wait.
When is this gonna end?
That could be true too. I mean, the police might have been too brutal as well, so
All sorts of rioters are running amok down near Sarif Plaza.
I can hear them.
That's about all I know. Well, that and the cops are beating the hell out of people.
Ugh, that's a little too extreme.
Jesus Christ.
You see what's
This
happening at
isn't
Sarah Plaza? A riot. Just in front of the building. I wouldn't go there now if you paid me.
Rioters are tearing the city apart. We'll be lucky if they don't burn the whole place down.
Alright. Time to jump the barrier.
You fucking augmented pigs!
How much is Sarif paying you?
Does Lynn give you a discount on your
Sheesh. Oh my gosh, look at this. Alright. I'm just strolling by and the cops aren't doing a thing. Okay.
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees. Speaking of which, I also backtraced that breach in our own firewall. The one Sarif opened but forgot to tell us about.
Yeah?
The one he was using right before he hired me. Right.
Looks like our boss was being chatty with a private detective named Brent Radford. He lives on Earl's Court. In case you want to get chatty with him, too.
I think I'll do that as well. I think I will do that as well. Right before I left China, Pritchard told me that Sarif had created a backdoor access to our network and streamed a lot of data through it. Yeah, I remember that. Sarif admitted the data was related to me and let me read the files. Apparently, Pritchard wasn't satisfied and backtraced the data stream to a private detective named Brent Radford. He lives in an apartment on Earl's Court. If I want to learn more about my past, I should go over there and check him out. I think I'll do that after I finish up things here at the convention center. Interesting.
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
And Taggart?
He's on stage now. His protection is deep. Only those with VIP passes can get by the guards.
We'll just stay here and make sure none of those hooligans try to sneak in the back door.
Are you gonna stop me, folks? Are you gonna stop me?
Can I help you, man? No one is allowed in the meeting hall. Too many loonies now.
But I wanna go in. I wanna go check out the. I wanna check out the convention, the guest speaker and all that good stuff. Uh-oh. Why is it so quiet? Isn't there supposed to be... Okay.
This escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking damn.
Alright, I want to get up. Go to the convention center and obtain Sandoval's location from Taggart.
Tell me about it. Now with all the damage out there, I doubt we're gonna see any increase in funding anytime soon.
Looks like the only thing escalating are those damn riots. This whole city is going to shit. You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good. Damn budget cuts. Looks like the only thing escalating are those damn riots. This whole city is going to shit.
Ah, hello. It is very commendable when someone like you shows interest in our work. I would try to explain it, but you obviously would not understand.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I'm insulted, sir. Coming soon, next steps in human evolution.
I know you probably don't agree with what Mr. Taggart has to say, but you can't deny that he's a powerful speaker.
I'll believe that.
I hope this ride doesn't reflect badly on him, though. That would unravel all the good work he's doing.
Whoa, 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 what the heck? Whoa, that scared me. What's going on? This happened over at the apartment, too. That was like... That reminded me of the Slender game for a second. That scared me silly. What the heck was that? Something going on wrong with Jensen's augmentations? I'm a little concerned right now.
Bill is really changing the world for the better.
Or changing it back to what it used to be. To before these people started poisoning their bodies. Or to use his words, their divine engines.
See, I have no problem with amputees wanting to get augmentations.
Especially our soldiers. That's the least they deserve after defending our country. Like Taggart's patient, Ezekiel.
Right. And what happened to Ezekiel? He got himself a new limb that sent him into a spiral of despair because of the drugs. Essentially, what Bill Taggart is asking is, do we really want to have a world filled with addicts being forced to pay exorbitant amounts of money to a bunch of corporate neuropozyne pushers?
I just don't get why certain people have this loony idea that augmentations will make the world better.
Well, as you can see by what's going on out there, they have a lot of work to do to convince the world.
Oh, this topic is just so hard.
So what do you think of Bill Taggart? Do you know the story of Ezekiel?
I don't know if I remember the story of Ezekiel.
Hey, are you able to get in to hear Taggart's speech? I wish I could. He's my idol.
It's really tough. I mean, because both sides bring up really good points.
In our streets. Who do you think whipped up that frenzy? And I don't blame them. I blame people
people like Taggart, people who are constantly trying to divide us
Whoa.
by our differences,
Space.
instead of uniting us by our similarities.
Personal space, honey. Personal space.
Listen, I've been a victim of this anti-aug backlash. I was attacked simply for having been to a limb clinic by people who were not augmented, people with an axe to grind. And do you know who saved me? An augmented man, a stranger. So you tell me where the real danger comes from.
You're right. I'm just wondering when Hugh Darrow come
The
out of
Humanity
jail and take
Front
a
is
position.
just that.
It seems like this
A
whole
front.
resolution is on
A
hold
front for
until this
hate
speaks
mongering
up.
and
There's a lot going on in this convention center.
Are you for or against human enhancement? I think everyone has the right to their opinion, but bigots like Taggart shouldn't be given a soapbox to stand on.
Hey, free speech and all that, honey. Even if I did disagree with Taggart, it's free speech.
You're not actually going to hear that guy's speech, are you?
Why not?
I, for one, think people like Taggart should be muzzled.
I think you, honey, are just as bad. Like I said, both sides bring up really good points. I don't know where I stand on this issue. It's really tough.
I don't know how it happened. One second it was a peaceful demonstration near the limb clinic. The next, people are running towards Sarif Plaza grabbing anything they could. This is another black eye for our city.
You don't have to get uppity just because I don't agree with you, miss.
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists act so superior. Like you have all the answers to every ethical question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in our society?
You and that asshole Taggart, just try to take away my freedom and see what happens.
Yeesh.
Some people just need to calm down. I'm not the kind of person who argues in public.
Sorry, but I need to finish this discussion.
Yeesh.
These Humanity Front nuts are a bunch of smug sons of bitches.
Rioters are tearing the city apart. We'll be lucky if they don't burn the whole place down.
Ay, ay, ay. Special tonight, press conference, Mr. Taggart, head of Humanity Front, room 2005, invitation only. Hello, sir.
Got a pass?
No.
Okay, you're good. Just don't stand around, please.
The press conference is still going on. You're clear to go on in.
I am? Really? Do I have a pass? Really? Maybe I did get one. Oh, yes. I forgot I got this. I don't remember where I got this from. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna ask any questions. I have a pass.
I hope you're just here to listen. Although Mr. Taggart is done with his speech already.
He is.
I suggest you don't disrupt the proceedings. Nobody here is gonna stand up for an AUG tonight.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart?
Whoa. Alright, take the direct approach.
6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Sarif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Sarif Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Sarif and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years. But that's not why I'm here. Sarif scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
Oh boy. So, confident, rational, perceptive. Is very adept at learning about people and understanding them. If he is denied information, he has nothing to exploit. He will try to sway an audience onto his side in order to win the debate. His accusations must be confronted directly to show him no weakness. Believes himself of higher quality than other persons and will demonstrate this by pointing out their failings. Personal attacks on his own character will destabilize his lofty position and make him cautious. So I need to be direct.
Mr. Jensen?
I'm picking out my response. I'm going to confront him. I think this is the most direct approach.
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen.
There we go. Persuasion's
My
went up.
heart goes out to you. Perhaps it's best that you came to me rather than bringing this recording to the police. You need it to be some kind of proof because you're still suffering. You're trying to find someone else to blame for the emotional trauma you experienced when you woke up from that surgery and discovered you were no longer quite human.
He's trying to change the subject. I'm going to redirect it. Or confront. I'm going to try this.
You're right. Picking up my life after that surgery was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hell, first time I saw myself in a mirror, I smashed the damn thing. But I've gotten past it, because I know that what I need to do to make things right is help the other victims of that attack.
That's true.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be insensitive. What is it you're truly looking for here? Absolution? A return to the feeling of control you lost when your limbs were taken from you? Do you think coming here today and casting me as your enemy will help you achieve that?
Oh gosh. Let's see. Yeah, that's too insulting. That won't work. That's too insulting. That's a little bit insulting. I feel like I should go with this one. I don't have to make him anti-Taggart. Your actions speak for themselves. No, I'll do this. I'll keep using confront.
Of course I want control. Every time I touch something, I wonder, just for a second, every time, if what I'm feeling is real. It's a bit like being in charge of an organization, I bet. Do you always know what the people at Humanity Front, your people, are doing?
As I've pointed out, my level of awareness would not be something we could expect you to understand.
Persuasion is still high. Oh no, it went down.
My life has been an open book since I created Humanity Front. I could have sought the death penalty after an augmentation addict murdered my wife, but I didn't. Because I am passionately opposed to violence, as is every member of Humanity Front. I say again, every member. Your claim to the contrary is a lie.
Oh. Sandoval is involved in Megan's abduction, why is it? Oh gosh. Let's see.
Mr. Jensen?
I can't use personal attacks. I'll try redirect.
What happened to your wife was tragic. But what's happening to Sarif scientists is going on right now, and you have a chance to do something about it. You have nothing to lose if Sandoval's innocent. And if he isn't, you can preserve your reputation by helping me. Why won't you do that?
Because I just can't believe Isaias would be guilty of this, but you're right.
Yes.
Whether he's guilty or not, I have to get to the truth. Marjorie would want it that way.
Yes. Oh, why is it going down?
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
Why did the persuasion level go down? It sounded like he was... It sounded like I convinced him. I don't know. I don't know. Well, at least I'm meeting him backstage. Silver tongue. Oh, good. That must mean I did something. Sorry guys. Sorry. Didn't mean to intrude like that. I didn't expect Jensen to just, you know, walk in and just start interrupting the speech. Like, well, I guess that's what they were implying, and I just didn't quite. I thought what I was gonna do is just go into the convention, wait for the speech to be over, and then run up and speak with Taggart backstage. I didn't realize he was just gonna go up there and just start, you know, addressing him in front of the entire audience. But, well, it ended up working out the way that it worked out, so... Hello, bodyguard, sir.
Just give me an excuse. I'll keep those hands as trophies.
Right.
Just keep walking, and don't do anything stupid. We're trained to deal with you handsers.
Thanks. I think I'll name my son after you. The Grumpy One.